Do it right by all, but only time will tell. I fell in love one time, I swear it won't happen again. I only love my mama, papa, sister, brother, and my friends. I find myself.
Hello, welcome to episode 57. Welcome to the car. I'm on the road. It's 5 o'clock on Monday. I feel like today has absolutely flown by. I don't know where it's gone to. I was sitting at the desk this morning from about 6:30 until about 12 at home, going through, catching up on some emails, doing a little bit of work and finishing off some of the standard operating procedures that I'd started on for ZOMA months ago and haven't got back to. So it was good to get some of those to review stage so the guys can go through them, make sure that all the steps are right, make sure there's nothing missing. I had a couple of visitors to the site today for measurements, and I've been to the print shop and the warehouse this afternoon. I'm bumped into about 4 people in between who need help or have essentially pitched a business idea to me and want me involved. So today has just been weird, chaotic, mental, everything. It's all fun though. This week's going to be fun. I'm going to Dublin on Wednesday for a day with Gary Fox and the crew. Bit of a first half of the year planning day and second half of the year review day and second half of the year planning, and looking at kind of 12-month, 24-month, 3-year goals as well. So that'll be interesting, a bit of introspection. I'm getting the train up and down so I can sit with my headphones in and do a bit of thinking before and after as well, which I'm looking forward to. I actually enjoy that, although I think it's the commuter train and not the Enterprise, which is not quite as fun, but we'll go with it anyway. And at the end of the week we're capping it off with the Player Fit 5-a-side tournament. We've entered a ZOMA team into that. I think we have 7 of us are going to play. I hope it's 5-a-side anyway, maybe it's 7-a-side. No, I think it's 5-a-side, which is on in Uri, so that'll be fun. Anyway, I now have to go and get my car serviced because it has a test in a couple of weeks. So I have that too. Oh my goodness, I'm being pulled everywhere. But it's fun, I like it. I like it! Right, see you later, bye. I almost forgot. The big news of the week, the big event of the week is Virtus at the weekend. The 2 sub-vault matches. I don't think we're going to get a third one on it, but the 2 are ready to go. That's going to be a nice end of the week. I'm looking forward to that. I have Jack coming with me to capture a bit of content. That's why I went to the print shop today, was to collect the staff t-shirts for the event, which are dropped off the warehouse, going to be shipped up to Jerry tomorrow. And the flyers landed with him today that are going to be putting the seats at the event too. So all is scheduled, all is lined up. I spoke to Andy, who helped kind of do the matchmaking for it about an hour and a half ago about the rule set, and it's pretty much just sub only, free for all, no slams. That's what we're going with. Can't really go with like IBJJF rule set when it's essentially you have to sub to win the match to win the money, so you can't really restrict any subs because that's not, well, I suppose it'd be better from our point of view that there's less opportunities for the athletes to finish the match and actually win the money, but no, from the spectacle, from an athlete point of view, from a concept point of view, it has to be kind of all in. So if we do lower level, maybe blue belt level in future, we might kind of restrict a couple of submissions, but for now, for this one, all in, all go, no slams, but all submissions are a go. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting, very, very interesting. Hello and welcome to Tuesday morning. It is 10 to 9. I just realised that I think I said the wrong episode number yesterday morning. Anyway, it's 10 to 9. I've been at the laptop for a couple of hours doing some planning for the event with Gary Fox tomorrow, talking about reviewing the first 6 months, talking about the next 6 months and 3, 5 and 10 year goals. I think I spoke about that yesterday. Doing a bit of note taking and planning for that. Secondly, planning and trying to work out what in the is going on with the steel and concrete heads in my house, which pay people a lot of money and you get contradicting drawings and then they go on holidays. Oh, and what else? Yeah, I don't know, a couple of emails and some content planning and stuff. Productive morning already, very happy. Now it is almost time for a masterclass. You're going to call it a masterclass? I'm not sure what it's called really. Anyway, it's a digital Zoom event with Mentors Work, I think, are hosting it, and The host this morning is Amy Connolly of Sculpted by Amy makeup brand, who's had an incredible rise over the last couple of years and is doing really well in e-commerce specifically. That event, you might remember I was at a couple of weeks ago, just before I got clamped in Dublin, had Sculpted by Amy's head of digital was one of the 4 speakers on the panel, and we got a bit of an insight into that, so that was interesting. I'm interested now to hear from Amy directly. Looking forward to that. That is on in 8 minutes. So I'm going to log on now shortly. Will I make myself a coffee first? Yeah, sure, might as well.
A few moments later.
5 minutes in and I'm out. That was loaded. It's essentially just a live streamed podcast. I don't know, what a weird green screen background. So I am out. Could listen to her do a podcast with anyone any day of the week. So whatever. Right, back to do a bit of work and then head down to the site. If it would stop drizzling and try and sort some out. Yes. Hello, it's Thursday morning. I'm in the office again. I forgot to record yesterday. I didn't forget to record yesterday. I forgot my camera yesterday. Criminal sin for a daily vlogger. Can't believe I just called myself that. Anyway, I was a day in Dublin with Gary and the crew, doing some planning, some scheming, some working on systems to make sure that we are hitting our goals and that our goals are realistic and achievable over a 6 month, 3 year, 5 year and 10 year horizon. Obviously they are dynamic goals, not necessarily fixed, but it was good to chat through that, meet a couple of guys again I haven't seen in a while, meet some new people. It was enjoyable. Day in the big smoke, as they call it. I also have this on my wrist, which is a whip. Thanks to Gary, actually. He convinced me to get one. Well, actually, I just mentioned it to him, knowing that he was going to try and convince me to get one, and he just sent me back a referral link that got me a free month and a free band. So it came yesterday. Leave that on for a while, see what's happening. Thought it was going to be a little bit more annoying to wear, but it's actually not that bad. Anyway, I am now going to the office. We're meeting a government minister today at some stage this afternoon. I think we have to stand around for a couple of hours for like an 8 minute discussion. Anyway, gotta do these things. Building is progressing as well. Right, see you in a while. Bye.
Again, I only love my mama, papa, sister, brother, and my friends. I found myself this year, realize I can't conform.
This is David Kieran's from ZOMA. Chris from Peter this week. He's a big Phoenix.
I know, I met you down in Athlone a few months ago, believe it or not, with John. Yeah, I was with John.
Yeah.
We were lost in the car parks.
Yeah. That was an exciting day, wasn't it?
It was.
Sure was.
I'm safe with that rabbi now, actually. He nailed some of my finest ladies.
For a reason, and I'm coming for that chip. When I drop, know it's my season. Gotta do this for myself. Can't waste no time with people pleasing. Cause you can't press a reset button once that day is fleeted. I got youngins in my circle that need someone to believe in. And I just
Hello, it's Friday afternoon. I'm on the way back from the 5-a-side tournament. We lost on penalties in the semi-final. Honestly, if you had told us after first match, so we had 3 group matches, quarter-final, semi-final. If you had told us after the first group match, we'd have made even the Shield semi-final, which was for the 3rd place teams in the groups, I would have been happy with that. We were terrible in the first match. We got our rhythm then, did okay, drew in the second match, won the 3rd one, something like that. Won the quarter-final on penalties and then lost the semi-final on penalties. And I laughed before it was over, but the team that beat us in the semi-final didn't think they were going to have a chance in the final, and they're winning 2-0 when I left. So, I don't know. It was, I'm going to say enjoyable, but I don't know, I just don't enjoy football anymore. That was good fun. Bit of a laugh, something different. And to be honest, the last couple of days have just been trying to manage the house stuff, keep getting distracted, but I think if I get over the next week, then I'll be able to worry a little bit more about work and be a bit more concentrated. My mouth bone dry. Shout out the classic spring water. I nearly choked on water. Former client, well, current/former client of ZOMA and sponsor of the 5-a-side tournament we were just in. Yeah, I might talk about agency versus e-commerce tomorrow, or I might wait till next week. Tomorrow we have Virtus MMA, so I'll be going to OMA tomorrow night for that. Looking forward to that. The first fight is at 5, the first sub-vault match. Jeez, I nearly forgot the name of my own concept. The first sub-vault match is at 6:30-ish, and then the second one will be at 10 maybe, 9:30, 10, something like that. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be interesting to see how that goes. I'm going to take a big wad of cash with me and hopefully I come home with some of it. So yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I'm on the way home now. Might do a bit of work when I get home. No, I will be doing a bit of work when I get home. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. What's your thoughts on the Inter Miami style jerseys, by the way? Thanks to Player Fit. It was a Player Fit organised 5-a-side tournament and they made all the jerseys because that's what they do. If you want to get your hands on one, they're available on playerfit.com.
I found myself this year. Realize I can't conform to trends. Realize that things ain't what they seem. And it all comes to an end.
Welcome to Virtus MMA. The last fight is on before the first sub-vault match, and then my money's on the line. Woo!
Please welcome your first fighter walking to the cage.
See you in my dreams. I don't mean to make a scene. Don't know what came over me. This feels like a fantasy. You the one I wanna see. Okay, this life's so jaded, but now you hear how long I waited. Been no so patient. And I've seen you in my dreams. I don't mean to make a scene. Don't know what came over me. This feels like a fantasy. You the
Walk the elbow up, walk the elbow up. Stay with the gear. If you can't get it, take the arm. Yes, Jacob, yes, boy.
Virtus MMA done. Second sub-vault match went well. Lasted a little bit longer. 405 pounds for the winner, Jacob Leonard. I think the concept works well. The fact that they both finished early proved the concept works, but I think it'll work better for Guy. I think there's just too many opportunities for a quick submission. Careful. Cool to see it in action. People around Jiu Jitsu and I spoke to seem to like it, so we'll see what we do with it. Don't know if I could do a whole event though. The anxiety would be way too high. Anyway, time to hit the road and get home. Hello and welcome to Sunday evening. I'm back at home, back after last night's what's it called? Virtus MMA show. What a night. Went really well. Fair play to Jerry, put on a great night, put on a great show, some great fights, quick finishes, impressive finishes, and 2 great sub-vault matches, which I'm really happy with how they went. Really happy with the concept, really happy with the reaction to the concept. Spoke to a few people about it, and it's there's a balance now of where to go with this and what to do with it. I think we'll probably do another couple of test matches probably on the next Virtus event, or maybe on a sooner event, because I think it might be a little while before he runs another one. But I think the concept is solid, and I was speaking to someone this evening about how you would run it as a full event, because there is obviously the potential of athletes colluding and saying, okay, you tap and we'll split the money. Now there's an element of that too, of okay, who's going to tap, but there is the potential for it. Now I think we've come up with a structure for an event that I think would work and would eliminate or disincentivize that actually happening, disincentivize the athletes from agreeing to that kind of scenario between each other. So yeah, I'm a bit happier now. Firstly, that the event the concept has been tried out. It's worked well. People have liked it. People who aren't really into Jiu-Jitsu have liked it. People who are into Jiu-Jitsu have thought it's a good idea and could promote Jiu-Jitsu. And now that we have an actual event idea, that we could run it as a standalone event. And the other aspect of the way that we're thinking of structuring that event as well is that the matches earlier in the evening could potentially have a knock-on effect on the matches later in the evening. So in terms of an audience, it's incentivizing people to come in towards the kind of start of an event, when a lot of the time you get towards the end of an event, bigger names, better athletes, etc., more talented, whatever way you want to word that they're more likely to come in later on, maybe more people know them, etc. But the structure would incentivize them to come in earlier and watch most of, if not all, of the matches. So I think it's a good structure. Now it's about funding it, finding someone to put it on, making sure we put on a good enough event, and finding athletes to put on it, which will not be an issue because we posted the first match from last night, Conor Marin versus Dennis Frimpong. We posted the footage of that on Instagram just this evening, not that long ago, and we're already getting names rolling in of people who really want to be involved in the next one. So that's a good sign. I'm really happy with that. So a good end to a good week. Where it goes from here, that's to be decided over the next couple of days and couple of weeks. I'm going to speak to a few people about it, sit down with Jerry as well and see what he thinks, see what he'd like to do. I know he has some ideas he'd like to do with his own event himself, so maybe we can align on that. And if he doesn't want to be involved, I think he does want to be involved with Subvault as a separate concept as well. So yeah, there's a lot going on, a lot happening. Now, I said a lot of things there without really saying much, but I also want to thank Mr. Gary Fox for my customised moleskin notebook. How cool is that? Really happy with that. That is a part of our, it was supposed to be here on Wednesday essentially for the day that we had, the planning day that we did together as a group. And it didn't arrive in time, or I think it arrived Wednesday morning after he had already left the house. But it's very cool, it's very cool. So that's going to fill this up with lots of ideas, money-making schemes. All right, that's it for episode 58. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the footage from the matches. Hope you got a feel for what it was, the Subvault concept I mean. And I hope if you're a competitor and you'd like to be involved in the next one, drop a comment or send me a message. If you're in the event space or the venue space, and you think that you could help out in running an event or hosting one of these events, reach out to me, drop a comment, send me a message. I'd love to hear from you, because I think there's something to this and I want to explore it. All right, that's it. Like, subscribe, comment, share, all that stuff. Love you lots. See you next week. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. And then tomorrow night, and the